Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Lobotka gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, this guy is a real team player, Peter, and he'll put an enormous amount of work in at both ends of the pitch. He's the kind of player who'll pop...
He's having a go! Oh, my word, that is quite something! A finish of true class! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that.
Shapes to shoot! No mistake! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Oh, terrible pass. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! And again they hit the front. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team,
And the shot! And he hits the net! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again.
প্রমিত ভাই কি অবস্থা? এই তো ওকে, বাসায় আসেন, আসলে খেলবো নে ন্যাশনালিজম ক্লাব টিম ইউরোপ স্প্যানিশ লিগ স্প্যানিশ লিগ। 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 11 एलबी लागे भैया एलबी तो ना यार की लगे सीवी सीवी तो नहीं আর কি এটা তো প্রচুর হ্যাঁ আলামিন ভাই কি অবস্থা ভাই ক্রস আর কোহেন না বুঝছেন আচ্ছা আসেন ক্রস নিয়ে খেলি ক্রসে যে পেরা দেয় আপনার ক্রসে খিরখিচ চলেন ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল ইনস্ট্রাকশনটা এড করে দেই কাউন্টার টার্গেট আলামিন ভাই কেমন আছেন কি অবস্থা এটা মিডিল হয় না মনে হয় ঠিকই তো আছে বেশি বড় হয়ে গেছে ওভারলেটা প্রমিত ভাই আছেন নাকি আপনি কতটুকু দেখা যায় দেখি একটু ছোট হইলে ভালো হয় এবার মেবি ঠিক আছে আরো ছোট করতে হবে
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Quarter of an hour played. Yamal. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Pedri. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's been played through. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a good ball. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he's played it in low. And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Forlan. Taken back almost at once. He's through here. Mbappe. He's got away. And the shot! There it is! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Fired deep towards the back post. Ter Stegen claims it without any fuss. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Alvarez. Looking for options for movement. Rudiger. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Mbappe.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Up towards the front line. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bellingham. And it's Pedri. Now it's Alvarez. Now that looks a decent ball. Alvarez is onto this. Pedri. Great chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And it's Pedri. Oh, well measured. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Madrid looking to pass their way through.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority...
Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are...
Mbappe! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Vinicius Junior steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Alvarez. Played back. Can he finish? And the keeper threw out a limb.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he get on the end of this? Vinicius Junior. Forlan. Forlan crosses.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution in progress.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
That pass has been well intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, sweet feet. It's Forlan! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Bypass dilo, no.
Vinicius Junior is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Alaba. Modric. That's a little off target. Knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is as far as it goes. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what... we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Wow.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
জয় ভাই, কি অবস্থা, কেমন আছেন?
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Bellingham. A heavy challenge. Time's up big! What a wonderful goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Short changes him with that pass. Can he get it through? Valverde! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Good read, needed to be. And here's the chance to counter. Decent progress down the left. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Valverde.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's been shifted off it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Alvarez. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It'll be a throw-in. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Closing in on goal. Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Tries to pass it through. Gundogan. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And he was alert to it. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Ter Stegen, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed...
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away?
And we're underway again. Madrid didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pedri. It's Xabi Alonso. Camavinga. Bellingham. Oh, super! And he shoots! And it's in!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
After 67 minutes,
So is this the start of a comeback? Now it's Mbappe. Garcia. That's good play.
number 5.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
To replace him is number
Oh, that's delightful.
Messi.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And there is his 30th goal. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Xabi Alonso. Number 11.
Madrid have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Madrid must do something here and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now that looks a decent shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way. Eder Militao. And that will be it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a quick one, and this is Forlan.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get it through? Howson. Looking to play him in. Belletti.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Bellingham. And the counter is on. Raul. Looking tidy in possession here. Gundogan. Well, they've got it again. Looking for options for movement. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And this is Forlan. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, super ball. He's had a shot! Bellingham. And here's Forlan. Alvarez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
গেমিং এর জন্য কি ভাই গেমিং এর জন্য 20 থেকে 22,000 এর মধ্যে ভালো আনঅফিশিয়াল ভাই যে অবস্থা বুঝছেন আর 20-22,000 এর গেমিং ফোন ভালো হবে না এগুলো তারপর জেডএক্স 10 আর ফোনটা ভালো বাট চাইনিজ ফোন নিয়ে
Here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
ফোনের নোটিফিকেশন যখন আসবে না তখন বুঝবেন কি পেরা
Rudiger, nicely weighted ball.
বলে এমবাপ্পের বাইট হয়ে গেছে
Howson. Pedri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Forlan. Driving through the middle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He could be in here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
But Chinese phone নিয়ে
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
চাইনিজ নেই ভাই, আপনি যখন দেখবেন মেসেজে একটা
And
নোটিফিকেশন
that's the
আসছে
start of
আসতেছে না,
another
কল আসছে,
45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to
কারে
get
কে
going.
আপনাকে কল
Here's
দিব
hoping
দেখবেন,
that it's a good
শুধুমাত্র গেম
sign.
খেলার
Things
জন্য
are
হইলে
about to
ঠিক আছে,
change.
এর
We
এআই
need a little more
ইউআই গুলা
life in this.
একদম লাইট ওয়েট। আর আপনি বলেন যে সব কিছু করবেন, শুধু গেম
Good
না,
read
কল টল
needed to
দরকার,
be. Pedri
তাইলে
could move
ভাই
up a gear here.
চাইনিজ
Tries to
ফোন না,
pass it
বুঝছেন?
through. Now it's Gundogan. Great
শুনছি
vision.
চাইনিজ ফোনে
And he shoots! And he's there to get it
নোটিফিকেশন বলে
away.
আসে না,
Now it's
অনেক ওয়ে
Raul.
আছে এগুলো দিয়ে করা যায় আর কি।
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Forlan
But Chinese
showed
one
plenty
UI
of
গুলা
zest in
lightweight,
getting to the
game-এর জন্য
ball,
ভালো
but
আর কি।
couldn't quite sort it out. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Lenormand.
আরে ভুল
Not the
পাস
most
দিয়েছি।
accurate pass. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Rudiger. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Alvarez. Lenormand gets a foot in here. Raul. Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe! Oh, that's surely a foul. Free
ফাউল
kick.
দিয়ে দিছে ভাই। এই ইন্টার্ন ভাই, তো লেট হইলো আজকে।
Forlan is behind this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
ভাই গোল টোল দিস না প্লিজ।
Forlan! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate
পাস
variety.
দিয়ে খেয়ে গেছিলাম ওটার সময়।
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And it's Pedri. It's Raul!
বাপরে মারাত্মক
It's a
save
loose
দিছে।
ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rashford. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Raul!
বাচ্চি ভাই অল্প লাগা।
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
আপনার দেখেন হয়তোবা 4G 5G এক জায়গায় হয়ে গেছে, বুঝছেন, রাউটারের। বা
That
নাইলে
is
না
good
হয় অন্য ফোনে
strength.
দেখেন 5G আসে নাকি।
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's intervened well there.
এই ম্যাচটা কিরকম
Pedri.
এলোমেলো একটা ম্যাচ হইতেছে।
And it's Chouameni.
আরে 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 আরে।
And he welcomes it in. And uncompromising. Forlan! So close. But that's it. The full-time
আইফোনে আসে
whistle has
5G,
gone.
দেখেন ব্লক মারছেন।
Well, 0-0
So
doesn't
far,
offer
yeah,
a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So 90 minutes
Ore
couldn't produce a
bachcha
winner,
বাড়াইছে রে
and
ভাই।
we have extra time.
শাওয়ারমা।
জয় কয়টা ফুল আর জায়গা আছে বাংলাদেশ থেকে সব কয়টা গেছে ওইখানে
So our quest to find the winner continues.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Real chance!
ভাই এটা কি করলাম
Oh, yes! It's there! And surely that has won the
আরে
day!
লাইভে
The movement so precise,
Live
the
আইছে
finish
এটা।
sumptuous.
Well, it's an
প্রতিদিন
example
disturb
of
করে আইছে।
counter-attacking
আর
at its
ইউটিউবে আমার
finest.
লাইভের পিছনে
Real
লাগাই দেয়
cut and
ওটা।
thrust.
A
পোলাপাইন
1-0
জায়গা,
lead
বুঝছেন?
established.
Look,
খারাপ
he's the
পোলাপাইন
one
তো।
everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And smartly reclaimed. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, they can break here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Pretty robust defending.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Kamavinga. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
খেলেন ইমরান ভাই খেলবেন না এই ম্যাচ শেষ হোক।
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He is through, and the shot!
ভাই
They want to be quick to recover this.
ধ্যাৎ।
Half-time, extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
এই তো রিফাত ভাই কি অবস্থা আপনার কেমন আছেন
And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Now it's Raul. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Poor robust challenge. He's had a shot!
এই হালার গুতে উড়া
Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now.
এটা
He
পরে খেলবো না
does
ভাই
look
সবাই
the
একটু
most
কষ্ট করে
likely
লাইক
to
এন্ড
grab that
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
second
দিন
goal cushion.
প্লিজ
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Madrid are looking desperate here, short on time, and Messi! And it's hoisted clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect
ফোনে
now?
যা ল্যাগ মারতাছে বুঝছেন কন্ট্রোলের বাইরে আর কি লিও মেসি ডিফেন্ডার এসে
Nicely intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go.
কোনো লস টাইম দিল না খেলার বেলা
And
কি রে,
that's
ঘুরা দেয়
that.
কেডা
Defeated, dejected.
চলেন ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলি জিজিসিবি ভাই সাবস্ক্রাইবার ছাড়া কেউ কিন্তু আইসেন না ফ্রেন্ডলি রুমে প্লিজ চলে আসেন ভাই, ইমরান ভাই, রিফাত ভাই চলে আসেন। মিয়া আপনি ঢুকতে পারলেন না, আমার দোষ। দুইটা বাড়ছে, আরো বাড়বে, চিন্তা করেন না। আমি দিয়া দিব না, বাড়াইয়া দিয়া দিব না। বেশি বাড়বে না মনে হয়, 10টা 12টার মতো বাড়বে, বাড়াইয়া দিব না। আর বাড়াইয়া দিয়া লাভ নাই, বুঝছেন, ওইগুলো ভিডিও দেখতো না আপনার, তারপরে আমি দিমু।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters. Takes the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's the chance to counter. Gets a good foot in there.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Mbappe. And that has been cut short. Oh, no joy this time. And they've got rid. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Quality ball. And this is Owen. Marquinhos is there to clear. Still goalless. Look at the space here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Aye, Promit bhai aisen.
Timber carries the ball down the right. Nice interception, well timed. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Half an hour played now. And here's Mane. Mane. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, they've got it again. Van Dijk. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Xavi Alonso. Mane. Mane proves just a little bit too strong. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Bangladesh are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Timber.
In by Messi. And that's been well dealt with. Owen proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Bye.
And he's going to have his name taken. De Bruyne considers his options. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ericsson. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. And the cutback. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now that looks a decent ball. Pepe gets across to intercept that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. De Bruyne. Oh, there's the clearance. It's their second corner of the
আমি
game.
পাই নাই রে ভাই
আপনি যেটা পাইছেন মাতিয়াস
And he thumps it clear. And it's RiYAD. Shot a goal! In he goes again. Sticks it away. And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this
bhai.
time.
Well, it still had to
Mone
be
korchi
finished
শেষ
off,
সাত
so
জীবনে
well
ব্লক
done to
মাইরে
the goal
দিছে
scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So
Oda
the
amar
first
na, oita
moment of
opponent.
real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
ভাই সাদিও মানে পিছকে গেছে
He gets big. And the lead
Oh,
stays
Khambani
intact,
again.
just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
খাম্বানিয়া খেলতেছে
Just eases him off the ball. I think we're just about done here. Challenge just a bit on the firm
ভাই
side.
ফাউলটা
They're
দিতে
looking at
পারতো
the referee, but he's waved play on.
Bangladesh can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
We are into stoppage time.
শালা লড়তেছে না
Xabi
ডিবুইনা
Alonso charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Beckham, and that's really well manoeuvred. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure.
চলে আসেন এক ঘন্টা 3 মিনিট এটা কে ভাই ভাই চিন পরিচিত ছাড়া কেউ আইসেন না প্লিজ কেউ আসলে বইলে আইসেন যে আমি আসতেছি ভাই কেউ যদি আসেন তাহলে বলে আসেন আর বলতে গেলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে হবে প্লিজ সাবস্ক্রাইব করে চলে আসেন খাইছে রে, খালি ক্রস মারবে।
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up
কি রে
now,
ভাই,
and
বলটা
I'm
পাশ
eager
দিয়ে
for the
চলে
action
গেল,
to start.
দৌড়াইতে পারি নাই।
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Owen, he has found the way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saliba.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is ended up in no man's land. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pinged towards the front line.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Brazil finding their passes. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hakimi, and that is a little undercooked. De Bruyne, and he's intervened well there. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
কি ডিভিশনে 1-এ ঢুকে গেছেন প্রমিত ভাই? আরে বলতেছিলাম আপনি কি এডিট করতে পারেন? পারলে একটা ওভারলে বানাই দেন আমার সুন্দর করে।
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe.
ওরে শুরের ফুলা।
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, look at the shoots!
চাইছিলাম পাওয়ারফুল।
শুরের ফুলা রে। চাইছিলাম একদম বার নেট ফুক্কা বেরা ফেলাম, বাট
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Superb goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near
আর দুই
half-time,
একদিন
and
গেলে
it can make such an impact on each
স্মার্ট
mindset.
স্টার জীবনে খেলতাম না।
Great corner, and he did the
আমার
rest.
ভুল হইছে কেন?
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
We hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that
আমার
gives them
জীবনের
something to
ভুল
build
হইছে।
on after the break.
there's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to
ভাই
ask.
যারা এখনো লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন
Leading
না, প্লিজ
1-0
দয়া করে
at
লাইক
the
এন্ড
break.
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিন।
And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, terrible pass. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Beckham
কি আমি খেয়াল করি নাই ভাই, বল যে ওইদিকে
flashes it across.
অ্যাটাক
No
হয়ে গেছে।
messing about, just bludgeoned away.
আমি তো ওদিকে কমেন্টে দেখি কেউ কি কমেন্ট করছে।
Deep cross. And he's there to clear it.
আবার
Played into space out wide. And that has been cleared. He's gone for goal!
ওয়ে ওয়ে ওয়ে
That
রাইকার্ডের
is
শট ছিল ভাই।
wonderful from RiYAD. That is
দুইটা
a
রাইকার্ডের
gem,
দুই দিকে গোল
an
করছে।
absolute gem. Brazil are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Eriksen gets a foot in here. De Bruyne. Now it's Owen. And it's Owen.
হায় হায় হায়
And it's
হায়,
Serginho. Roberto
Hello.
Carlos, the man we've all come to watch.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Owen. Coming on the field is
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back in once more.
ভাই রে গোল ডে খাম্বা লয়া দুইটা খাম্বা
Cleared without complication. Cafu. Beckham. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, he's brought him
Ah, the
down,
penalty
and it
there
is
to
a
survive.
penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he
রঞ্জিত
knew
ভাই
he
আপনি
had to do
ফ্রিতে যদি
something
গিফট
to
করেন একটা
prevent a
দিয়েন
goal then.
So having trailed, this
দুই-
to go ahead.
কতদিন খেলা দিব না
The comeback is
সে বুঝছে
complete.
লাইভ দেইগা মাইরা দিছে
Not
sure.
much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Brazil go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, this is a great big chance! He's got a goal! And once more, we are all square.
By shoot
You
away, man, is goal
score,
day na
we
dota.
score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a
Shamar kotha
really
shulbo
fine
na bhai.
spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
ভাই এটা কেমনে অতক্ষণ পরে অফসাইড
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 90.
রঞ্জিত দা একটা লাইক
There is
মারো
some
তো দাদা
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
De Bruyne,
কার্লোস না থাকলে
Neymar.
শর্ট হইতো সেরা
Cafu. That's a good ball out wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair
Okay,
share of
like mere
momentum
thakle
shifts.
dhonnobad.
Highly entertaining.
দাঁড়াও খেলবো দেখি তোমার আগে আইডিয়া আগে তুমি এর পরের ম্যাচ আছে দাদা আরেকজন ওয়েট করতেছে প্রমিত ভাই আছেন আপনি নাকি চলে গেছেন দাঁড়ান চলে আসেন আমি রুম দেই ওয়েডি কিনছো দাদা 300 টাকা দিয়া দৌড় মিয়া 300 টাকা জ্বলে গেছে উদাই একটা বিটকয়েন দিব না দিয়া দেন এটা আইডিয়া আমারে একটা বিটকয়েন দিতে পারবো ভাই একটা বিটকয়েন বেশি হয়ে যায় দেখেন একটা বিটকয়েন দিব না দিয়া দেন কেন দাদা এক বিটকয়েনে দিবেন না আইডি এ প্রমিত ভাই এক বিটকয়েন দিমু দেখেন আমার কাছে 700টা না 800টা বিটকয়েন আছে এই আইডি সিএমএফ চেঞ্জ করতে হবে ভাই ডিএমএফ ও চেঞ্জ করতে হবে এক বিটকয়েনে দিব না চিন্তা করেন আপনি ওই আইডি দিয়া যে আসেন ওই আইডি দেওয়ার লাগা মনে করে ডিফেন্স মিডফিল্ড চেঞ্জ করতে হবে ফুল মিডফিল্ড অ্যাটাকিং এএমএফ সিএমএফ ডিএমএফ সবগুলো চেঞ্জ করতে হবে ভাই সিএফ এ ভালো কার্ড আছে তো ওসিমেন ওইদিকে আবার ইয়েও আছে সন বা সনকে খেলাইলে ভালো হয় ইয়ের জায়গায় ব্রিজ কালার সন আর ডিএমএফ এ অ্যাঙ্করম্যান ওইটাতে খেলাম না কেন এ রঞ্জিত দা দিয়া দেন ভাই প্লিজ একটা বিটকয়েন দিই দেখেন আচ্ছা কয়টা বিটকয়েন হইলে দিবেন আপনি বলেন আমার দ্বারা 2700 বিটকয়েন আছে, এখন দেখেন আপনি কয়টা হইলে দিবেন। প্রমিত ভাই চলে আসুন। কি কোন মিয়া রাইকার্ড বাজে খেলে, আমি খেলাই দিচ্ছি না। রাইকার্ড দিয়ে আগের ম্যাচে গোল দিয়ে আইলাম, অপোনেন্টও দিছে একটা, আমিও দিছি একটা। অপোনেন্ট দিয়ে দিছে মিডফিল্ড থেকে রাইকার্ড দিয়ে গোল। আরে আমি চাইছিলাম প্রমিত ভাইকে ইনভাইট করব। রঞ্জিত দা, তাহলে কত হইলে বিক্রি করবেন কোন? আমি দ্বারা বিটকয়েন ছাড়া পেমেন্ট করি না। একটা বিটকয়েনের দাম কত দেখেন নেটে সার্চ দিয়া। সে বিটকয়েনও দিয়া বিক্রি করবেন আইডি, কইলাম একটা বিটকয়েন দিব। আমার এক কাজ করেন, একটা বিটকয়েন দিয়ে আমার চ্যানেল ম্যানেল শো করে, ফোন শো করে নিয়ে নেন। কই বিক্রি করবো না, চিন্তা করেন, বিটকয়েন দিতে আছে তারপরেও বিক্রি করবে না। এত আইডি দিয়ে কি করবেন মিয়া?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready
জিতলে
to get
13
going here.
পয়েন্ট পাবেন।
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here.
অর্ধেক আমার
Things are
অ্যাকাউন্টে
heating
দিয়ে
up,
দিয়েন।
and we'll be getting underway very soon.
ওই যে রাইকার্ড দিয়ে
As you can
খেলতেছে।
see, we've already started here. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's...
Oh, he's been caught napping! It'll be a throw-in.
একটা বিটকয়েন দিমু দাদা। একটা বিটকয়েনের দাম জানেন কত? কত হবে রঞ্জিত দা, দেখি ধারণা করেন তো।
Eriksen. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Beckham. To Beckham. Eriksen. That's Beckham. And it's Eriksen. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kukçu. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. First quarter of an hour gone. Eriksen. Eriksen takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's RiYAD. And he's let fly. Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
একটা বিটকয়েন
RiYAD
দিব
brilliantly
রঞ্জিত দা,
took control of
দেখেন।
that, which was exactly what the
একটা
situation
বিটকয়েনের
required.
দাম কত আগে ধারণা করেন দেখেন। বলেন তো কত হইতে পারে একটা বিটকয়েনের দাম?
Hakimi. Still goalless at the moment. Hazard. He came in hard, very hard.
ভুল
That
পাস দিয়ে
defending
দিছি।
is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played back. And here's Owen. Mbappe goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as
জানেন
that, it's
না।
a joy to watch.
So the first
সার্চ দেন
moment
নেটে,
of real
দেখবেন একটা
significance.
বিটকয়েনের দাম কত।
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Owen. Saliba.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Khan gets it away. That's good play. And he's heaved it away. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. RiYAD. Can he get it through? Tries to get it clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Hazard. Driving on and making good progress.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's played it back. Hakimi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
কিচ্ছু করার নাই ফোন
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That's a throw.
ভাই 3টা লাইক লাগে প্লিজ কেউই তো নাই কারে কই
Ericsson. Costa Curta. And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Berbatov, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
না ওটা তোমার কি হয় দাদা
They've played it short. Hakimi
গাড়ির চলে
is
চাপা
onto
পড়ে মারা
this.
গেছে
Opts to play it back. Nice interception, well timed. Danger averted for now.
লুচ্চা দাদা
And that was very necessary.
গোল খাইবার টাইম চলে আইছে রে ভাই
Threads one in. Can he finish? Oh, that could cost them.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
ফ্রেন্ড হয়
মিয়া
Number 21.
Just 5 minutes left. Nice looking ball. Oh, good take in a good area.
Bangladesh nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Berbatov. A probing pass. And the counter is on. Now it's De Bruyne. Defending was strong and firm. And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe
Ranjit da,
claiming the
khelba,
man of the
khelba.
match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please take some time out to give your support.
So, Jim, how do you...
আসো ফাস্ট আসো ফাস্ট অন্য কেউ পরে ডুইগা যাইবে দাদা ফাস্ট আসো আমি মিস করি নাই মিয়া আয় হায় তাফসির ভাই চলে আইছে প্রমিত ভাই দাঁড়ান আরো খেলবো এমবাপে আমার কে এমবাপে দিছিল গোলনি আরেকটা গোল হয়ে যাইতো ভাই মাইরা দিছেন মিয়া ওই যে ডেভিড বেকামের পাস থেকে এরিয়াল পাস যেটা দিছিল না ওটার থেকে আর এডিশনাল স্কিল থেকে ফার্স্ট টাইম লাগাইছেন ওটা কাজ করে না এগুলা বাল উদাই লাস্টের গোলটা ফুল ফাঁকা ছিল কই দিয়ে যে মারলো আমি তো মনে করছি গোল ভাই
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the... Shoots! He's delivered all right!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
They forced the error and extracted the
এর
maximum
সাথে
punishment.
প্রতিবার এইরকম
Look
একই
at the
খাতায় গোল
manager
খাই
here. He's
দুইটা পিলার
absolutely
লাগাই
fuming
রাখলাম
and
ভাই
he has
তারপরে
every
গোল
right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away
দুইটা
like
ফাঁকা দিয়ে
that.
শট মাইরা দিছে
So the game's first significant
এর
moments,
জন্যই
and it's
বুঝছেন
come
স্মার্ট
earlier than
অ্যাসিস্টে
perhaps
খেলতাম
we anticipated.
বাল না পারি স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টে খেলতে না পারি ওইরকম
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get it through? Ericsson
এর
has
মাঝে
been
মাইরা
caught there,
দিতেছে
it's
ভাই
foul.
ভাই দুইটা লাইক লাগে কেউ করে দিয়েন প্লিজ যারা যারা এখনো লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন নাই দয়া করে লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন
Ericsson. Owen. Deep cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. De Bruyne. He won't be happy with that one.
Bangladesh are
They
really
can
in
abar
a
same
position
ekikada
where
gol kam. Oy je
patience
Ronaldo
and
run make
prudence will
korteche.
serve them best.
শালা কি
Time's on
রান
their
মেক
side.
করে রে
An instinctive delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. Crossed in once more. He's got... He's
রোনালদো
beaten
না
the
অন্য কিছু রে
keeper,
ভাই
but hit the post. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal with the corner. They're first. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Ericsson. He can run onto that. Well,
আমার
that is
আউয়ার
not
পথে
the best
দৌড়াইতে
ball,
পারে না
and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
রোনালদো কিরকম রান মেকার ওই যে বল দিয়ে রান মেকার
And no, that was never going to make it. It's a promising position. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack. RiYAD does really well to win the ball there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's picked his way through.
লেগের কারণে পাঁচটাও ঠিক মতো দিতে পারে না।
No, that's been intercepted. De Bruyne. Raul. Aimed
ভাই
beyond the
দেখেন
defence.
রোনালদো
Chance! They've scored!
দেখছেন কিভাবে রান মেক করতেছে।
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball and they're in.
দেখতেছেন নি প্রমিত ভাই রান মেক গুলো এই যে
Portugal
দেখেন আবার আবার
are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring.
And we've reached half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
ভাই দুইটা লাইক লাগে টু মোর লাইক
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real
মাইকেল ওয়েন
devilment,
বইসা
go
আছে
for that
পিছনে
goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo.
ভাই ভাই কিভাবে রান মেক করে রোনালদো
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
দেখছেন আরম্ভ করে দিছে রান মেকিং
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Almost an hour gone. Alonso. It's Alonso!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And here's Raul. Hakimi. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Beckham. Now who's going to be first to this? And now they can clear their lines. Taken back almost at once. De Bruyne.
Pretty robust defending.
Mbappe
Maida
has
falei
got himself a
desse
free
vai.
kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
তো খারাপ
Well,
হইতে দিতেছে
what
না
goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Owen. Coming on to replace him is number 21.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Dealing with the pressure. What a save by Diogo Costa!
দেখে ভালাইছে মনে হয় অন্য ফোন দিয়ে।
And it's Ericsson. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe.
Bangladesh really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And the counter is on. Defending was strong and firm. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Beckham. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten.
বা প্রমিত ভাই আসেননি? ওকে, চলো।
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
And it's De Bruyne. RiYAD. Ericsson goes sliding in. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hazard. Now it's Berbatov.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely, now then, Ericsson. He's having a go. Lingered over it, and the chance to
আপনি
counter had
কইছিলেন
gone.
Look,
আমি
if
আপনাকে
they're going to
ডাকছি মিয়া।
counter,
Promise
it has
Bello
to be
খেলতেছি আবার।
pacier and much more decisive.
Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance. There it is.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Ericsson, good purposeful running this. In the end, they
ভাই
found
ওইদিকে যে
themselves
বলার
penned
পুরো
in.
দাঁড়াইছিল
Nowhere
কেডাই
to
জানে।
go. De Bruyne. Kukçu. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
ভাই আজকে কিন্তু
That's
লেগটা
been
একটু
cut
বেশ
out, well
মেরে
played.
দিচ্ছে।
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And Beckham! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. RiYAD. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
And we have our very first corner.
Field is number 21.
Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have
এই
fancied
মিয়া
him to at
আরেক ম্যাচ
least hit
খেলা
the
যান, এই
target.
ম্যাচ খেলা যান। ইমরান ভাই এই ম্যাচ
Your
খেলা যান।
impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
আরে গোল্ডে মনে হয় রে।
He has found the way through.
শেষ
Can he
খাও।
finish?
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh,
By
shooting
the-
chance!
নিজের ভুলের কারণে গোলটা হলো।
Goal! Barcelona are back in business. And a trademark move
এখন
ends with
কথা রে
the
ভাই,
inevitable
গোলটা ইজি এমনি
classy
ফালতু
finish.
গোলটা খেলাম বকা।
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's De Bruyne.
Bangladesh really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Takes a shot!
আরেকটা বকা ছিল।
Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona, and he's had a hit! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Kukçu hurtling down that right flank. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game.
ইমরান ভাই কি চলে
Unpredictable to
গেছেন
the very end.
নাকি আর খেলবেন না?
Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, after all of that...
আচ্ছা প্রমিত ভাই দাঁড়ান, একটা ম্যাচ ওই যে রঞ্জিত দাস আসছে, অনেকক্ষণ ধরে ওয়েট করতেছে, এরপরে আপনার সাথে আবার খেলবো না প্রমিত ভাইয়ের লগে। ইমরান ভাই তো নাই, চলে গেছে। আরে মিয়া, প্রথমে তো ফার্স্ট হাফে তো আপনি অ্যাটাক করতে পারেন নাই, দ্বিতীয় হাফে বুঝছেন প্রথম গোলটা ভুলে খাওয়ার পরে মনটা ভাঙ্গা গেছে। বল আমি জি ক্লিয়ার করে দিব। আচ্ছা আপনি কই দিছেন আমারে ওভারলে? বললাম একটা ওভারলে পারেন যদি এডিট করে দেন। কই মেসেঞ্জারে নাই রে ভাই। ও যে রাজু, ওইটা না? পেজে দিছেন নাকি ইয়েতে? তাফসির ভাই একটু দাঁড়ান প্লিজ। আরে ওইখানে আসে নাই মিয়া, আমি এখনই মেসেজ দিলাম না। কই ওখানে কোনো ওভারলে নাই। আপনার এখান থেকে কোনো রিপ্লাই পাই নাই। এটা কে ভাই? মেসেজ আসছে, বাট আপনাদের টেক্সট দিছেন এইটা আসছে। এটা কে ভাই? আবার দেন না, আবার দেন দেখি। এটা রঞ্জিত দা না? আমি তো আরো মনে করছি রঞ্জিত দা। দাদা এরকম করলে তো আর হবে না, ঢুকতে পারবেন না, বুঝেন না? আমি মনে করছি আপনি মেয়ে দৌড়ো। ওরে ফোন রে। ওকে, গেম ইয়ের পরে ইমেল দিব নে, আর না হয় আপনাকে দিব নে, ওই হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার দিব নে, ডকুমেন্ট করে
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
ভাই
here.
ইমেল দিয়া দিব নে।
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear. The noise is
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ
fervent.
আছে না?
The atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this
By
stadium.
how?
I've been hit by it too.
Dembele! He's delivered all right.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Has a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Now it's Vitinha. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong.
কুলারও আছে রে ভাই, এটা কেডা? হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাই প্রমিত ভাইয়ের? গরিবের স্কোয়াড, হাই হাই রে।
Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yamal has it in a wide position.
এটা কি করলা?
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
This looks promising. De Bruyne. Fletcher deals with that comfortably. Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Yamal.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking
Bhai,
at this
Maida nahi
stage.
aayega.
There's plenty of
Don't
time
let it.
left yet.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, that has
Bhai,
caused
cooler ase
disappointment
re.
to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Vitinha plays the game a step
That's
ahead
true,
of
Vitinha.
almost anyone. And it's Grimaldo. Donadoni. Donadoni receives... Gets his head on it! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty
কুলার
good
রে
for
ভাই,
them now.
কুলার।
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
মারামারি লাগছে রে, মার বিছনারে মাইরা দে ঘুষি। ভাই আরে একটা লাইক লাগে, কেউ প্লিজ কইরা দেন, তাহলে 20টা লাইক হয়ে যাবে।
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That is some save from Khan. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And we have our very first corner. Fletcher goes short. Oh, it's played in. He gets big. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
ফৌলান দা আরেকটা যায় কমেন্ট করতেছে, কিন্তু আমার সাথে খেলবি? আরেক লাই ভাই ক্রস মারতে মারতে আমার জীবন
3-0 and
লাইফটা
things
খায়া
are starting
দিতেছে
to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
ক্রস
Donatoni, he's through here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
There will be 3 minutes.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, look at the shapes to shoot!
ভাই এটা কেডা
Now, who's going to be first? And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now that's well seen too. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
ভালো ক্রস মাইরা 3টা গোল
Well,
দিয়ে
who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Mbappe!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Grimaldo. Yamal. And the shot!
ভাই
He's got a goal!
এ
Comfort! Yet more
রঞ্জিত দা
comfort!
আপনাকে দেখলাম আর একটা লাইভে
Easing
কমেন্ট
away.
করতেছেন হ্যাঁ আপনার ফোন হ্যাক
It
করে
was a
ভালাইছি
great finish.
ওটারে
He put it
বলতেছিলেন
away
এই
with
1
great
ভার্সেস 1
poise,
খেলবি
dead-eye accuracy.
দেখছেন আপনার
Expertly
ফোন এখন আমার
finished, and
কন্ট্রোলে
he's done that so often.
লাইক করে দিয়েছি
Things looking so easy, almost
1
too
ভার্সেস 1
easy here.
খেলবি
Grimaldo. Ericsson. Grimaldo. Donatoni. And it's Chiellini. Chiellini. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, what about a counter-attack? De Bruyne. So, Jim,
Bye,
is that the
Pastor
manager
Bilal এখন
telling
চলে
the
গেল
forwards that they
প্লেয়ার
must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Vitinha. And here's Dembele.
Bangladesh really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Vitinha. Darren Fletcher. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, De Bruyne. Number 19, Hakimi. Number 20, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 5, Bellingham. Number 23, Belletti.
আরে না কেডিটা গেমার কে চিনি না বাট তোমার ফোন দেখলাম ফোন চেক করছিলাম আমি দেখি তুমি আরেকজনের লাইভ
And
দেখতেছো
it's hit the woodwork and out. Costa Curta getting this one clear.
কেবি গেমারকে চিনি না
That's travelling a long way. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well seen. Referee looks at his watch and
Bujecho,
blows his
dada.
whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless.
দাদা এটা বললে
what
তো
do you take away
ইজি
from it all,
ইজি
Jim?
এক ক্লিকে হ্যাক হয়ে যায় এখন তোমার আইডি যখন দিছিলে না তখন তোমার ফোনে কার কার নাম্বার আছে কার কার ছবি আছে দেখাই দিমু লাইভে এই ইমরান ভাই খেলবেন নাকি চলে যাব ভালো লাগতেছে না অনেকক্ষণ হয়ে গেছে প্রায় 2 ঘন্টা অলমোস্ট চলে যাই আরে না হুদাই আমি দেখতেছিলাম ওই লাইভে যাই আপনি করছে কেবি দা গেমার 90 68 চেক করছিলাম আর ভালো লাগতেছে না ভাই বোরিং লাগতেছে হ্যাঁ হ্যাক করছি তোমার দাদা আইডিটা দিয়ে দেন তাইলে আমি ইয়ে করে দেব হ্যাক ডিলিট করে দেব হ্যাঁ ইমরান ভাই বলেন তাহলে ওটা কার আইডি এ ইমরান ভাই ইয়ে রঞ্জিত দা ওই ইয়ে কইরেন না বুঝছেন আবার বাদে ইয়ে হয়ে যাইব ওটা অ্যাক্টিভ আছে ও আরেক ফ্রেন্ডের কাছ থেকে নিছেন আরে না হুদাই ডং করছি ফোনে কেমনে এক করব হু ইজ দ্য এক্স এটা কে রে ভাই এটা কে রঞ্জিত দা নাকি হু ইজ প্লিজ first of all like and subscribe now then come in my room এ রঞ্জিত দা চলে আসো ফাস্ট আসলে আসো আনলে ইমরান ভাই চলে আসেন ভাল লাগতেছে না দাদা অনেক খারাপ লাগতেছে এখন আর খেলতে খেলতে চলে আসেন ইমরান ভাই রঞ্জিত ভাই চলে আসেন দুইজনের মাঝে একজন কাউরে তো অনলাইনে দেখি না নাইলে তো ইনভাইট দিতাম আরে কেউ তো নাই কি পন্ড করবো ভাই জানার উপর দিয়ে ছুটতেছে ওইটা আবার কে আইলো রে ভাই কমেন্ট কইরা আইছেন কেউ আইলে এই মিয়া গালাগালি কইরেন না আমারও বাস দিবেন আপনিও খাইবেন মারা বুঝছেন ফার্স্টে ঢুকেন ফার্স্ট 30 59 ওই কোডই আছে ফার্স্ট অফ অল ভাই সবাই একটু কষ্ট করে লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করে চলে আসেন কে আসবেন কমেন্ট করে আসবেন সমস্যা কি তাহলে আমার লাভ হয় একটু ইমরান ভাই ইনভাইট দিছি রঞ্জিত দা পরের ম্যাচ খেলি আপনি তো আপনার আইডি তো আমি পাইতেছি না আইডির নাম কি আমার ফ্রেন্ড লিস্টে ছিল ইনভাইট দিতাম
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Sorry, Ranjit
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up at De Bruyne! De Bruyne! Is there nothing he cannot do? About as smooth as it gets. And that's got him off to a flyer.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Eriksson. And Eriksson! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's Forlan. Now it's Nedved. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Forlan. Forlan! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cafu. Robson gets into a good position. RiYAD. Not the most accurate pass. RiYAD, a player of legendary status. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
মনে হয় বল
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Forlan considers his options.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. It's RiYAD! And they've got rid. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Forlan. Forlan!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's just the keeper to beat! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Owen.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
He's had a shot!
Bangladesh really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for the run. He's on it. Mbappe gets through and it goes for a shot! RiYAD is always scanning the pit. Big chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come
Okay,
yet,
Ranjit
Peter,
dies,
but
so
you
it
do
forever.
feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
1-0 as we head towards the end. There's the shot! Caught offside that time.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Eric.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Roberto Carlos, and it's Nedved.
Bangladesh really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Good ball, good take. Beckham. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory.
রঞ্জিত দা স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্ট অন করে খেলে এক্সট্রিম এক্স বিডিএ চলে আসেন ডক্টর স্ট্রেঞ্জার আরে সত্যি নুব বুঝছো দাদা এক্সট্রিম এক্স বিডি এর কিন্তু আবার ইউটিউব চ্যানেলও আছে রঞ্জিত দা এই নামে এক্সট্রিম এক্স বিডি যা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিয়েন এই মিয়া কই মিয়া ডক্টর স্ট্রেঞ্জ
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Bebeto, one half, of course, of one of the deadliest strike partnerships in history.
Yeah, he's the perfect fit for a fox-in-the-box type player, as he's got surprisingly good vision and an eye for a pass that allowed him to play more creative roles.
Whilst remaining, of course, a genuinely prolific goal scorer. A 29-goal season, a 25-goal season during his stint in Spain.
And people will, of course, remember him for coming up with one of football's most iconic celebrations too.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
মানে এটা আমাদের বাঙালি স্পেলিং এ যেরকম উচ্চারণ আছে চিঙ্কো চিঙ্কো করতেছে।
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
আমার ওই জিমেইল দিয়ে আমি করছিলাম ওই যে নিচে লাভ দেওয়া যে জিমেইল ওটা দিয়ে কমেন্ট করছিলাম।
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. David Villa. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's De Bruyne.
কি করলো এমবাপে?
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Easy goal.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Eriksen. Now it's Mbappe. Beckham. Beckham! Oh, crossbar! Owen. And this is Eriksen. Oh, what has happened? Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. De Bruyne gets across and deals with it. Bebeto.
Maybe.
And Doué. And the return pass. Now it's Villa. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. Baresi wins the duel this time. Eriksen really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Has a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Christian Eriksen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
ভাই কি নাম দিছে চিৎকার হবে নাকি মোহন বাগান আইরে আইডির নাম আইরে আইরে
Here we go again.
Bangladesh clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Showing good feet. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Doué has a look inside the box. Eriksson. And it's Doué. De Bruyne. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hakimi. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nicely aimed pass.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eriksson. And he's only too happy to take that back. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Referee has just said play on. Koundé, that is good alertness. And it's De Bruyne. Beckham. It's run and Beckham! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne puts his foot on the gas.
Bangladesh clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. De Bruyne. Beckham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Not the most accurate pass. Eriksson.
ওই
Added
একজন
time
ভাই
is
চলে
up,
যায় নাকি
and there goes the whistle.
কিন্তু হইল
Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all...
ভালো থাকেন ভাই 4টা বাজে যাইতেছে অলরেডি 3 ঘন্টা হয়ে গেছে ওকে ভাই গুড নাইট